a quick one. I'll be talking about the Novia University of Applied Science. Most of you have come to Novia. It's interesting because one thing I really love about the Novia University of Applied Science is that they have like tons of programs in master's and bachelor programs. So I'm so excited that even with their rolling and separate admission, they have still quite a number of programs. Okay, so I'll advise you to take a look at this university website. And the other thing I want to mention is that the application period is like it's not 1 week, it's not 2 weeks, it's not 1 month. Okay, you have right up to May for you to apply to this separate and rolling admission. Okay, so I'll run you through the website because I want you to get some key information when it comes to applying to this separate application and rolling admission as well. But before that, I also want to let you know if you already applied to the joint application in January 2025, then you've already done your pre-identification, because pre-identification link was sent to students. So not last week, this week, okay? And Wednesday was the last day for you to do the pre-identification. I sent a post. I made a post here on my YouTube channel, and I also talked about it on my new Facebook page. So thank you to all those, I see you following me, and please, I'm still pleading with us. That's the least you can do to me, okay? Please go and like this page, All Students in Finland. That's my Facebook page. And I'm looking forward to sharing more on that page as well. So if I have something that is really quick, I can't just do like full video, but I can always create a post there like instantly. You know how Facebook works. So please, I would really appreciate it if we like my page, All Students in Finland. I'll leave the link in the description box, and you can also see it on my screen. Thank you very much to those who have already followed and liked it. Okay, so you've done with your pre-identification. What next? You're supposed to download the app, the software that you need also for the exam. So they'll give you all details, and they'll let you know, they'll send you the exam link and everything few days or 2 days before the entrance exam. So I just want to make that clear here. All right, and also those of you that are getting information about interviews to master's program, if you apply for a master's program, you're getting an interview invitation. Please just relax, don't stress out too much. They'll mostly ask you questions about your motivation for choosing that program, choosing that university, and also choosing Finland, okay, as a country. They may also ask about your teamwork spirit, like studying alongside people from different cultures and countries. They may also ask you how do you intend to balance your studies with work or other things. So it's just general questions. I'm talking about those for masters, and most times it is good to just relax and speak clear and simple English, okay? And there's no wrong answer. The most important thing is make sure you say yourself well. Motivation for the program answers most of the questions, okay? All right, so back to Novia. Yeah, so like I mentioned, the application period in Novia has to do with bachelor and masters, as you can see on my screen, and it's a separate or rolling admission. I just want to talk a little bit about the name, separate or rolling admission. It has nothing to do with joint application. So for some universities, you don't need to write any test or entrance exam. For some, they take it as their selection method, but most universities with separate and rolling admission, they don't. Okay, so it's like you apply, and if they see that you you meet all the requirements, you'll get your admission. So that's how it works. Okay. So if you have your money, if you have all your documents, then this is good for you. I talk about money because we'll be seeing that later. And the studies will be starting in fall semester 2025. Okay. So which means you don't have like really, quite a long time. So it's first come, first serve, that kind of like, so as you apply, they are making the decision on your application. So there's nothing like, okay, you have to apply and then we wait till May, and no. So for example, this is what I'm talking about if you want to read it. So the application period is from 10th of March, so it's ongoing already, and to the 19th of May 2021. So in the rolling admission, applicants meeting the admission criteria will be admitted in the order that their applications are received. Okay, the intake will continue until the application ends or until the study places have been filled. So if you apply now, they will just go through the application, and if you meet all the requirements, then they give you the admission. So that's how it works. There's nothing like, it's not like the joint application where they have to wait to the end of the application deadline, then they will go through the applications together. No, this is like when you send it, we process it. Okay. All right. So let's go through the different programs. We have master program in business administration, sustainable business design. So this can be a part-time or a full-time studies, depending on which one. Now, I want to stress that if you're coming from outside the EU, please apply for full-time studies. This will affect your residence permit positively, okay? So there are some part-time studies that you can do, you can complete online, and you don't necessarily have to move to Finland. That's why I'm making this point. But if you have a full-time program where you need to be on campus, then you have a good and genuine reason to apply for a residence permit and move to Finland. There's also a master's program in business administration, but it's geared towards digital business and management. I really love this one based on what is going on in the world today. IT and digital marketing or digital business and management is really good. They have also, for bachelor programs, they have Bachelor of Culture and Arts, so fine arts. So it's blended studies. It's a 2 years program, so blended studies. And there is a notice that eligibility criteria. So you need to have a previous university level studies. So this is like if you've studied, you have a bachelor's degree from your university back home, then this is good for you. But if you've never had a bachelor's degree first from a university, that's what they're trying to say, that the eligibility criteria has to do with 120 ECTS of previous university level studies. So you must have completed or complete a bachelor's degree from a university, not a university. So from a university, not upper secondary school certificate, no. And you can read more about it here. If you click here, they will tell you more about the selection method. There are different, just a list of the programs that are open for this separate application, which is different from the rolling admission, okay? So now for separate application, you have right up to the 25th of April, not May. So I want to make this clear. For rolling application, that deals with, okay, when you apply, we review your application and we tell you if you're admitted or not. It's from the 10th of March to the 19th of May. So it's ongoing. But when it comes to the separate application, it starts from the 17th of April, so next month, to the 25th of April. And these are the programs that will be open. So you have Bachelor of Engineering, Maritime Technology. It's blended studies. Okay, I didn't talk about blended studies there. So blended studies, like you have some days that you go you're on campus, so you have face-to-face lessons, and there are days where you do it online. So that's blended learning, okay, or studies. So it's like sometimes you can be on campus maybe once a week, 4 times a month, and then you have to do more of like online studies. So that's the meaning of blended learning. And some of you may be thinking like, would this affect your residence permit? No, because you still need to be in Finland on days where you have to be on campus. Okay. Now, Bachelor of Engineering Information Technology. It's a daytime study, so which means it's like the normal full-time daytime. You go to school almost every day. Same with Bachelor of Natural Resources, Sustainable Coastal Management. So they still have this eligibility criteria that you must have a previous university level studies in a relevant field. So in a relevant field, it means that your previous bachelor degree should have some connection with these programs. All right. Okay, so for masters, you have Master of Engineering, Structural Engineering, part-time studies. You also have online Master of Natural Resources. So Natural Resources Management, it's a part-time study, so it's online. You have online Master of Healthcare. So Master of Social Services. So it's a full-time study, but it's online. All right, so I think I'll talk about this separate application when the application is open, because it's from the 17th to the 25th of April. Now, this is what is ongoing. This is the rolling admission that is ongoing, and you have one, two, three, two master's programs, but you also have a separate application that is already ongoing from the 19th to the 25th of March. So this one ends next week, this particular Bachelor of Culture, Arts and Fine Arts. So, but you have the other master degree programs. Okay, so let's look at the eligibility, the selection methods. Like I mentioned, some of these universities, they have their own selection method because this is not a joint application. So applicants that do not hold a Finnish bachelor's degree from a University of Applied Science can be selected on their result in the graduate management admission test, so GMAT, or the graduate records examination. So you have the scores here as well. And you can read more about GMAT and the different ways to go about it. So share your score result with Novia University of Applied Science through the test providers. So if you want to know more about GMAT, then you can click here and it will tell you more about it. All right, so that's one method, selection method. Selection method two is certificate-based selection based on a Finnish University of Applied Science bachelor's degree. So if you've had a previous bachelor's degree in Finland, then this one is for you. Okay. All right. So for the bachelor program of culture and arts, you have their own entrance exam. Like this is what I mentioned. So some may take it, some may not take it, but their entrance exam is quite different from the normal one. So you have a pre-tax and you also have online interview. All right. So this is more information about the pre-tax if you are interested. And then they also have the online interview is a 40 minutes, each section has 40 minutes, and they will tell you when you can do it. All right, so these are also different selection methods, pre-tax and entrance exam, and this other program, pre-tax and entrance exam as well. And the Bachelor of Engineering, they've not announced, they've not put more information, but there will be also pre-tax another exam. Okay, so you can also, like I said, you can go through the different programs and read more about the um like required documents that you need. Okay, so like what are the different documents that you need? So for example, if we click here, we'll be able to see the fees is 15,000 euros and they have a 30% scholarship. And they're looking for 15 students and the other program 10 students. So you can already see it here. If you want to know more about the English language proficiency, you can go through all this. All right. So I hope this was helpful to you. Please go through the university website and make sure you get to know more about the different programs that are up for rolling and separate applications. All right, so see you. Like this video, share with your friends, and bye.